Hello, everyone. Hi, this is Kieron Sweeney and Kim Johnson. We are live here, and I'm in Vancouver. Kim's in, where are you? South Carolina, Charleston,
I'm in
right?
Charleston, South Carolina. Although I don't have the proper accent yet, but I do have the place.
Well, you're just going to have to work on that accent setting.
I know. It hasn't happened yet. Overriding a Boston accent is very difficult. That's kind of ingrained, right?
Yeah, and I'm like Canadian, eh?
Yes, the Canadian part will come out. Yes, we are global today.
Yeah, like the Canadian, eh? And I've got a bit of Irish in me, too, because of my mama and my dad. Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Kieron, and yes, I do like to play around and have a lot of fun. And this is Kim Johnson, and just if you've never seen our videos, you'll see a string of them here. You can just watch any of them. We have great content. We run a coaching program called Nail It in 90. It's done online, and it allows you to accomplish anything you want in 90 days. It's our job to get you there. So all you have to do is work with us. It's extremely affordable and accessible. Everything's done online, live coaching, plus you're part of a private community of other amazing individuals who are pursuing great things in life. So our job is to help you get there. Now what we're doing is we're doing some content here to give you a taste of and a flavor of who we are and what we do. Today we're going to talk about, yesterday we did a great one on focus, so you can watch that, but today it's called how do you see yourself every day? Now what does that mean? So every day when you start your day, how do you see your day unfolding? How do you see the end of the day, like starting with the end in mind? And at the end of the day, how do you reflect on your day, and did you get everything accomplished? So Kim's going to give you some great content here, and what we're going to ask you is to just ask yourself as you're listening, how do you respond to your day at the beginning and at the end? So Kim, tell us how you're coaching clients on this really important area.
So here's an interesting fact. Most people start off their day, and the very first thing that they do when they open their eyes is most of them are not happy that the clock went off, and they're not focused on what they want, and they get out of bed, begrudgingly out of bed. I don't know many people who just jump up and with joy. And not that I'm saying I want everybody to jump up with joy, but I think it's really important to live with the right mindset, as you know, one of your favorite words, mindset, but to live with the vision of what you want your day to be like, and living into the vision as opposed to being reactive. It's all about being proactive, right? So you want to look at this as really something that you have complete control over. How am I going to see myself today? Am I going to be happy today? Am I going to be go out there and be aggressive? Am I going to be proactive? Am I going to be on the task of getting things done but still be kind? And what is my real focus on my vision for my day? Because we all have to-do lists, and those are just items to tick off. Boom, 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 you go through your list. But what's behind those items is how you show up personally. Does that make sense the way I'm saying that? Is like how you actually show up in the process, and that's the vision behind it. Because I know I could get, as I'm sure you know, Kieron, you get in this mode of you're in work and you're very detail-oriented, very outcome-oriented, but that doesn't mean I'm always going to show up kind. So if it's not in my focus to stay on that loving, kind, giving level, I could very easily get task-oriented and lose myself, and then my vision for the day does not match up to who I wanted to be that day. Does that come across the right way?
Yeah, well, here's what I like about what you're saying too. It's like, we're all taught and trained to have a vision for our life, right? A vision for our business, a vision for ourselves, a vision for our relationships. Like when you have a vision, it helps to bring some clarity as to what you want. Like, what do you really want in life? And if it's not clear, then where there's no clarity, there's no action towards it. So what I like about what you do in Nail It 90 is you help people to see clarity for a 90-day period so they can get something done. But when you break it down on a daily basis, and you're waking up every morning and you're okay, what do I need to do today? Okay, what's that going to look like when it's done? How am I going to feel? I'm going to feel good. I'm going to be happier. Feel like I had a productive day, a sense of accomplishment. I mean, a lot of people talk about productivity, but they don't always get everything done. But what helps you get it done is when you have that vision of what's your day going to look like at the end of the day. And so bringing the concept of vision to a daily aspect, a daily part of your daily ritual, then that's really what I'm hearing, and to me that sounds amazing.
Yeah, well, and I think it's not just in one aspect, because we all have these multiple roles. Like people will say, oh, I wear many hats, right? So we all have these multiple hats, so we have multiple roles depending upon which philosophy you follow. And then you have to decide, okay, well, in this particular role, how am I going to show up? So it's like really important to me that, as you know, because you have kids, you have more than I do, but with my kids, that I show up and be
More productive.
Yes, a little more productive than mine. Or I was a little more cautious, I'm not sure. I, however, am like, it's so important for me to be that person that I want them to be proud of, right? So I always kind of look at it and I say to myself, I want my kids to be proud that I'm their mother, and I can't feel proud if I'm ignoring them or if I am not taking that time to have dinner with them because I'm making sure other things are getting ticked off my list. So like part of my vision for my days is I always plan family time, and I will tell my clients right out, I love you, but I can't work with you at this time because this is family time. And what I learned in the beginning, and that was really, really hard to kind of set the boundaries for my visions, because I felt like, oh, what if they think I'm a bad coach, or what if they think I'm ignoring them? And what has happened, which was magical for me when I finally set the boundaries, they all said, no, I can totally respect that. Thank you for being that example, because I don't set those boundaries, so it's really cool when you do set them. And then I'll say to them, you know what, I can talk to you at this time, or I can talk to you at this time. Like today, having this time to work with you, it's normally because we're doing this on a Sunday, right? It's normally family time. But I really wanted to get some recordings done and work with you. And I said to my husband, is there any way that we can balance this both out? And he said, well, I'll take him for a few hours and we'll go fishing while you work with Kieron. And then we'll all meet back here and we'll do some. So we had a great morning and we'll have a great evening. But I wheedled it out and everybody's happy. And I didn't have to freeze out on the fishing pier today. So it was really cool. And I think that's just part of that vision and having a very targeted intention behind the vision.
Cool, love it. Now, so when you get to the end of the day, you have to look back and say, how did I do? So, you know, we start the day off by having this vision of what we're going to accomplish and what's it going to look like and feel like, but so at the end of the day, you have to kind of reflect and say, okay, how did it look? How did it feel? Did I get everything done? And that allows you to see how you're progressing.
Yeah, it allows you to, and I want to make one distinction that's really important in that, is that we are not asking you to judge yourself based on anyone other than yourself. So in other words, you're not comparing yourself to Sally down the road or Bob next door. It's, did I do better than I did yesterday? Did I do better than I even thought I could do? And in the process of doing that, in not having judgment in a way that is harmful. So there's to me, there's judgment. Judgment has to, everything is a double-edged sword. And judgment's one of those things where, yes, you need to evaluate, right? But in an evaluation, you can say, okay, I could do better tomorrow, or this was an area where I fell short and I can do better tomorrow. Yeah. And you don't beat yourself up for it, though. You say, okay, this is where I was, this is where I wanted to be, okay, I've got to close that gap a little bit, and I've got to put myself into a little bit of a different position tomorrow. And at the end of the day, you take your inventory and you don't just beat yourself up, you more celebrate the wins. What was great about this day? And some days, I'm not going to lie to you, some days are very hard to find a win, as you know. I mean, it's like, oh my God, I had so much to do, my kid was homesick, I had to work, and so it's hard, but you have to go, oh, guess what? The win was, I survived today. Excellent. Tomorrow you live for another day. Let's go with that. Right?
Yeah, it's also self-accountability, isn't it?
That's it. That's
self-accountability, and it's like, you know, one of the great things about Nail It 90 is it helps you be accountable. I mean, we keep you accountable, but we do it in a very loving and friendly way. And so self-accountability is important. So, you know, what we do is, like, even what we just talked about today, and we're just going to close this up real quick, but what we talked about today is like what we talked about in Nail It 90. It's about getting from your present state to your desired state. Now, in your life, you've got your big dreams, your big goals. Well, that's your desired state. We need to get you there. But you can also do this on a 90-day basis. So every 90 days, we're going to get you from where you are today to where you want to be in 90 days. Just like every day, self-accountability, it helps you to get what you need to get done at the end of the day. So here's our program, guys. You can jump in at any time. The course it's ongoing, so you can join us at any time. We have a few people starting in the next little week too, but basically we've made this so people can join at any time. So it's $199. That's it. It's $199. That's all you're going to pay. Now, you know what's interesting? Most people don't sign up again because it works. They get what they need. Now, some people like to come back because they want to go to a higher level and they want to pay another $199 and do another 9-day session with us because they just know that they like having us on their team. But you get everything you need, and that you're able to, you know what, a lot of people say, you know what, I've got what I need, I know what to do, and how to keep this moving forward. So I'm just going to suggest, give yourself 90-day trial and see what you think. And it's only $199. You will get, by the end of the first week, you'll have $199 in value. I can promise you that. All right, Kim, do you want to say anything else?
No, I just want to say I'm happy to be here doing this with you again, and please come and see us. And if you have any questions, you can go to the website, and there's a spot on there you can drop your questions in, and Mark will get back and answer your questions right away for you, and we'll be ready to go.
So the website is nailitin90.com, and to sign up for the program, nailitin90.com/store. So nailitin90.com/store. Okay, guys, I hope you're enjoying this great content, and we'll be bringing you lots more. So have a fabulous day, and happy Sunday, and we'll see you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Get those things done.